A little-known Muslim-dominated neighborhood in New Delhi sprang into the spotlight in the winter of 2019 to 20, when thousands of women squatted along a highway for 3 months to protest a citizenship law brought in by India's Hindu nationalist government. They said it discriminated against Muslims. 4 years on, Shaheen Bagh has transformed from a protest site to a food hub that draws hundreds. Residents who helped organize the protests link its new identity to the days when they sat with supporters who came from other areas in a handful of food joints in the area.
When you sit in the protest for long, you feel exhausted. And out of the exhaustion, you come to a tea stall to sip a cup of tea. You don't just sip a tea, you sip ideas.
People began returning when COVID-19 restrictions were lifted. Journalist Tanushri Bhasin says they were drawn back by the hospitality many experienced when residents and outsiders shared food they brought for demonstrators.
It created bonds of solidarity. I think a lot of people who came from different backgrounds were coming together at this protest site, and food really helped them connect. The act of feeding someone or being fed by someone always, it creates that bond that lasts.
As the food street's reputation spread, more restaurants opened, offering cuisines ranging from Mughalai to Afghan and Turkish. Mohammad Norman opened his restaurant 3 months ago.
After
the protests, this place became famous. Delhi's well-known food joints came here. So we also decided to open an outlet. We have a good response from customers.
For locals, this food street means more than just business. They say it helps remove misconceptions about Muslims in a country where critics say hate speech and discrimination targeting India's largest minority has risen during the Hindu nationalist Bharatiya Janata Party's decade-long rule.
Just imagine the taboo of a bad Muslim, the taboo where Muslims are portrayed as terrorists, or the ghetto is portrayed as some unwelcoming space of something. This taboo is being removed by what? Food. Today, if you see, because of these food joints, large number of people from outside Delhi, especially non-Muslims, I would say, they come to Shaheen Bagh. And for most of them, it becomes a first experience interacting with a Muslim.
At a time when India is polarized, this food street presents a dramatically different picture.
I think this is a great microcosm of, collaboration, solidarity between different communities, and there is so much respect and love for each other. So yeah, definitely, I think this is a great model for the rest of India to follow.
That is what many in this street hope for in a country that is home to nearly 200 million Muslims. Anjana Pasricha, VOA News, New Delhi.